Transition! Hello!
Transition!
Hi. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hi. We're here. We're back. It's time once again for Storm Riders D&D. I am Snappy Meats. I am your lovely custodian, producer.
That works.
I am also Fenny, the Herringon Ranger in our lovely little adventuring family. I am joined, of course, by Drevi, below me, playing the Dwarven Sorcerer, Brian.
Yeah, man.
We have a roiling storm cloud that has consumed Mondo Mole number 3 once again. Hopefully it will release them by the next session. But we also have Fatal Pierce playing the gnomish artificer, Elim Steelshape.
Hello.
Okay, good. I was like, no, wait, Joe,
You got it.
Steelshape. We have nameplates to help with this. Mine is a little borked at the moment for some reason, but we'll fix that eventually. It doesn't have its like cool stone background, and I don't know where it went, so I'll save that image again. But wrangling the Modrons and etc., we have our sweet baby DM, Lola Man.
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
Wait, that's tomorrow.
Please no.
We don't need me in charge.
Indeed. All right.
Oh my god! But a one shot with that happening.
Well, for once we get 2 sessions of Storm Riders in a row,
Sadly,
So,
not full
might
table
be-
each time, but we are
it
here.
might be easier now for you guys when I ask
Hmm.
what happened last session.
Well, we talked to a god. It was alright. We talked to the Primus. It was alright. I mean, it wasn't scary or anything. None of us mouthed off a little bit. He sent us on a little quest.
We are going to be observers.
Yeah, we got to go to this trial, basically, and it's not scary at all because the Asmodeus and oh god, Elysium are gonna be there.
Uriel.
What was that?
Uriel.
Uriel of the Elysium. Sorry, I'm not nervous. How long do we have to get there? I didn't write that down. Like a week?
2 days. Or
2 days. That's right. A week is when we leave. But also, he's going. The reason we're doing this observing is because we're apparently in violation of law. By dealing with our good, friend who wants us to drink.
Indeed.
Stroganoff.
What did you
yeah.
call What did he call Stroganoff? The
The
intruder? Was it the intruder?
no, start with a T.
Trespasser.
Trespasser. There we go.
Trespasser. Sorry. My brain is in a million places, but
It's alright.
so yeah, we're in a little hot water for that, even though we're not really sure why, other than, I mean, what we know that maybe Stroganoff's not the nicest guy, and he's definitely not. Listen, Primus likes law and order. We're pretty sure Stroganoff's not that guy. So all we have to do is go to this trial, observe, and tell the truth. But we have no real protection if telling the truth pisses off someone. It might be from Avernus or the Nine Hells altogether.
And we
But
can't
more
accept
importantly-
bribes or kickbacks or deals.
Wait, I don't remember that. I mean,
Don't? You
I
better.
feel like the Primus would say that if he
Oh, yeah.
didn't.
It was
You
indeed
He
did.
basically
mentioned.
said, don't be
It
swayed.
was mentioned, that's right. What if it's a bribe to tell the truth that we're already doing? Can't we just listen? All right. But we do
Yeah.
have a pass. We have a pass that allows us to quote unquote break laws to get there. Quote unquote. So that we can sleep and stuff without being penalized. But currently we're in the middle of a battle.
Because the
Between
secondist
Marvel and
is a
Ant-Man.
jerk.
Yeah, the secondist is kind of a
Secondist is
dick.
fucking around.
I forgot to bring up that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, the secondist is like, sounded like he was kind of going into business for themselves. I think they have gender, now that I think about it. But, like, just not being logical. And not being...
Part of the structure.
Roadrunning.
Part of the current
Yeah, there we go.
established structure.
Onto the cup. Yeah. That's all I got.
Going against the grain. What happened when we left?
Bravo. Good call.
But that's
Should have looked at my notes before I said
there's one detail I want mentioned.
Oh,
Before
we
you
found out the name. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, before you guys got to Primus and took part in that
Mhm.
rather stressful interview, you did meet someone that gave you some information, quite important information, about the future of RuneQuest. You guys remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
We got
Right,
a
okay.
quest list. We had
With-
we had a honeydew list.
It just requires us to time
Oh,
travel.
jeez, you're right.
Yeah.
So we have to go to the primate material plane in Waterdeep 55 years, 6 months ago. We have time traveling we have to do if we want to fix this whole storm thing.
Along with plane shifting.
The one
That as
thing
well.
I
Hey,
had most
Listen, I feel like
hoped we would not
Oh, sorry.
encounter in this campaign.
oh yeah, during table talk times when it was just like Clappy, me, and Lolo. Clappy's like, I don't want to meet this one guy because he's a problem. We met him twice.
Yeah. It was like, oh, God help us if we encounter this individual in this story. It's
And
fully likely.
not long after that,
It was
we
fully
did.
likely from the jump, but yeah, yes, here he's been.
so
It
not
was-
only do we have,
It is my campaign. It was bound to happen.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it was in the stars.
so I also realized not only do we have these 4 places in different times and planes of existence, we also have to get to the astral plane because that's the only place that there might be a cure for Fenny's fingy problem. And it's really going to impact, Fenny's fisting lifestyle.
To make it easier. Well, I'd say more than that, the bone shard
That too.
has been an issue for that.
That is fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to decide,
Fanny
like,
wasn't using
that's
that
a
to
nasty
hand.
curse.
Yes.
And I think we figured out it's more curse than like
Disease.
disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mysterious
Yeah,
affliction.
you got some information on the nature of that.
But we do know that it could fuck up a dragon. So it's probably not great for a cute little bunny boy.
Finny did notice some important details
Hmm.
about.
Oh yeah,
what-
that's for Penny.
Okay. Well, that's comprehensive enough, I think. How about you take that inspiration and think that you're
Listen, I appreciate it.
not gonna need it just yet?
I still have foresight,
Yeah.
but I trust inspiration carries over.
Indeed. As long as you
Ah,
don't use
foresight.
it, you will have it.
So- So my goal now is I need to get several potions of foresight for every character I ever have.
Okay.
It's a 9th level spell
It's
for a
sure
reason.
it's easy.
Yeah. It's-
Easy enough.
It is a 9th level spell for a reason.
This person is not there. When we stopped last
So
time,
huge.
you exited the palace of Primus and encountered Formians engaging in battle with some Modrons, and then you revealed your token of political immunity, as it were, to them, and they stopped. And that is where we ended.
Yeah.
Think
all
you had
three
cool
of
music
you-
playing. You had cool Mechanis music, battle music.
I
Indeed.
love it. We pulled the diplomatic immunity card, and they just shut down. Didn't respect
Yes,
lethal weapon.
that they did. Let me
Benny got a really cool
put-
thing when he leveled
that
up.
on. Okay, so
A class
the
improvement.
Formians are still there. Well, the Modrons are inactive, but they weren't a few seconds ago, and the Formians are on guard. Most of them have their weapons pointed at the Modrons still. Some of them are very suspicious of you guys, and they're all kind of head on a swivel, looking around what's going on.
Are we still in initiative order?
No, at the moment, no.
Meow. Well. Unfortunately, fucking Barnes was the one who was holding the medal. Holding the coin.
Oh, yeah. He handed it to me, and then I forgot that it existed.
For the sake of simplicity, the coin is going to change hands.
That's good.
As Barnes is not a character you're familiar with at the moment, let's say Elam has the
Oh, I
coin
found it on the
brandished.
floor. How did I drop this?
Oh, hey, that cool coin I was looking at. Oh, yeah, it's in my pocket.
Yeah. Boing. Yeah. This thing is made out of some dope ass metal. Is all I'm saying. All right.
It's very Kinder-like behavior.
You said it was, yeah. You said it was, oh man, my baby mama loved Kinder.
Ooh, look what I brought in my pocket.
You said it was 50 feet down to this plate. This,
Yes.
the nearest horizontal surface. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Benny's gonna carry through with what he was thinking. He'll hop over. He'll rush from this cog. See one is tangled up. And go past him. And just... Excuse me! And just put his hands on the ground and bunny kick. And push this one off the bridge.
Okay.
So you're saying Fanny is not cognizant of the current situation?
Cog.
Dad?
Should I take my inspiration away?
Well, he's not resisting, so it's not gonna be too hard.
Oh.
Make me a
Nice.
make me a strength check.
Is that athletics? I think it's
yeah,
the same, right?
athletics check.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay.
Well, unless you're proficient in athletics.
Not so much. And that's not particularly good either. It's 7.
7, unfortunately, is not gonna do it. Like, while the thing is not resisting, it's not exactly light
Yeah.
in terms of as a thing. It is mostly made out of some kind of metal. You push, you kind of get it off balance a bit, and it looks like one of those
Excuse me.
test robot that you see people kicking around, and it just kind of regains balance immediately.
Go away. Go.
There is from Modrons, there is a moment of them kind of picking their weapons back up, turning towards
No, I
Fanny.
hold. I hold
yeah,
the thing and say,
and-
wait,
and-
Fanny, we're not fighting. And I say, hold on, guys.
And immediately They turn back to you and the weapons go back down.
Oh,
Diplomatic immunity.
okay. Oh, hey. Can you guys move?
The
Yes,
Formians next to you look extremely confused.
Come on.
What did you do?
We stopped them. And I'll say, can you Modrons move to the right side of the bridge, please?
In an orderly fashion.
In an orderly.
Yeah. They probably
Uh,
won't, because I don't have
Well,
control over them.
it appears that you have rendered them. They have stopped in their offense, but in terms of obeying you, it doesn't seem to work that much. They are just staring.
There's a walkway through.
Oh, you can make your way through.
All right, I'll look over at the Why am I blank? What are the ants called again?
The Formians.
Formians. I'll look at them and say, we should be free to go. But you should probably walk, like, with us if you want to just walk out of here.
They look at you with. Well, it's kind of hard to tell because they lack in human expressions, but
Big compound eyes.
yeah.
Okay.
They kind of tilt
What-
their
what
head. But you do get a nod of acknowledgement from the larger ones.
Because once we leave, I can't guarantee that they'll not continue on with what was going on.
Fair point. Alright, so you guys crossing the bridge, kind of guiding
Oh, yeah.
the Formians with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You alright with that, Brian?
Yeah.
You seem like the type who likes to, survive.
I'm not really into
No.
fighting, you know.
Yeah, you tried to befriend a dragon, so that's fine.
Well, I mean, I did. Didn't just try.
Fair.
Okay.
You did.
Well, you guys cross the bridge, and the Formians kind of follow closely.
Okay.
It gets a little bit crowded, but eventually you make it through, and
We're
you
starting
end
a
up back
convoy.
on a one of the larger cogs, away from the palace.
While we were crossing the bridge, is Fenny is passing by what was it? The Tetron or something? Tetruon?
There were two monodrones went down. There were two left. There were two duodrones and one tridrone.
Tridron. Okay. He wants to just look at him and inspect him while it's placid, while it's placated.
Yeah, it is.
Just kind of get in his business.
This one's big.
It's clearly all about the number 3. It's kind of inverted tetrahedron with triangular faces pointing down, one leg on each face, one arm exiting each edge, and one face on each face with one eye and a mouth.
And do they have the what the hell was the other one, like the dodecadron or whatever the fuck? It had like just supple lips.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Boy,
Doesn't look like it's made out of flesh, but it looks exactly like a
Yeah.
pair of nice full lips.
these fucking things.
But a flesh tongue, right?
Blah.
No.
Oh, good. I forgot that there were some down. While we're going by, can I kind of like check the ones that are down for any cool parts or metals that are easy to snag?
Make me investigation check.
Investigation.
To that point, are there anything that look like pressable buttons on this fucking Tridron?
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it
Alright,
has
that's-
any way of inputting anything
Besides the mouth, obviously.
besides the mouth, indeed.
There's no
Oh, I
off
for-
switch.
Yeah.
No.
Penny's just going full
I almost
DD.
forgot that I almost forgot that I had advantage on that, so it was going
Yes,
to
you
be 8,
have
but
advantage
now
on
it's
everything for now.
17 instead.
So much better.
17.
So much better.
Let me roll for it.
I got permission
Okay.
to take things.
Yes,
You explicitly did. Like, you definitely explicitly did.
All right.
It's on the books.
Most
You know,
of,
loot the corpses of your buddies.
Primus like, fucking whatever, dude.
one of them was crushed beyond anything being salvageable. On the other one,
Damn.
however, some of the internal mechanisms are still somewhat operational and ticking. And you managed to salvage 3 kind of working cogs, 3 working gears of an unknown to you kind of metal. And you also managed to salvage the eyeball,
Cool.
which is made of something comparable to glass, but with a bit of a grit to it. Like it's not smooth entirely.
I thought you were gonna say with a bit of a give to it, like it's kind of spongy. I'm like, oh boy.
No, it's
Glad.
quite hard.
And that was from Modron? or
Hard
what
and
was
A
the other?
monodron.
Monodron. Oh, that's right, the eyeball.
Yeah.
Monodron. There we go. I just wanted to make the note. Right.
How
Thanks,
big are the cogs?
About
It's
like
a personal question.
5 inches across.
Cool. They make great necklaces then.
Mm-hmm.
The
The
cogs are
eyeball's
just
a little
pulled
bit
out.
bigger, like 9 inches in diameter.
The cogs were
I
just
like that
pulled
you're
out individually, or were they part of
converting
like
it to
a
American.
still working assembly that was still ticking?
They were part of a working assembly, but
No,
to pull them out, you have to disassemble them.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen,
It's just cool to have like
it's
a little
important to
monodron,
note.
like beating heart, basically, just in your pocket.
It's important to note that monodron was dead, and that was just residual clockworking. It was not alive. I did not kill it by taking parts of it out.
You
Watch
do
And
the
I
note,
would know. I've looked at them for 2
you
seconds.
do note that it is strange to have had
Uh-oh.
access to Modron corpses like this, because the last ones you defeated kind of disappeared in a flash of light.
Oh yeah. Well, it's good to be specific with the price.
Yeah.
You know what? Nature wanted me to have this. They pop it in my bag. The order of things wanted this to be mine. To do something with later on.
Well, I guess somebody's order, like this secondy guy.
Sigundus?
Yeah,
Sigurndus?
that one.
Yeah.
These
We really
must
shouldn't praise him
these
too
must
much
be
for
his.
this close.
if they're not doing the same thing as the other ones, they must be his.
Yeah, but they followed the Primus's order too. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's the boss.
I wonder if one of
Right.
the ones standing still would just let me casually disassemble it. We should probably not try that right now.
Want it to happen.
I
Benny was basically going at. That's kind of what Benny was hoping to do as well. Just like take a spear off of it and just
Thanks.
see how far we could go.
kind of, yeah.
I mean,
You
kind
are
of-
more than welcome to try.
yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I see Penny going for
Yeah,
it.
exactly, Eliam. You see Benny just reaching, like
So
if it's standing
I'm-
there with like its weapons just still available. Benny's like,
So I'm gonna be holding
Oh,
up the medallion, but also checking it out for anything so I could like maybe try to pop apart on it.
It doesn't have spears out at the moment. It has 3 crossbows.
Okay. So he's reaching, just kind of reaching for one of the crossbows, like, just like the big shiny eyes, like,
You do see that it doesn't look that it's a hand holding something. It looks like it's kind of mounted onto a mechanical limb.
The
Okay.
bolts, maybe you can get the bolts.
so I'm like, just kind of reach up and touch it.
I want to look to see how hard to unattach, take that off.
That's part of
It
it.
appears to be. It appears to be making well, minimal but still an effort to remain motionless
And just
against your pulling.
budge.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I want to inspect this thing for how it's made as well as I can while we're doing this thing,
It's not coming off.
because that's.
Okay,
What about the bolts? Can you get the bolts?
Is there an accessible bolt?
Yeah. Do you want to try to pluck it off of the?
It's under tension, right? So
Yeah.
it would probably.
Or it's
Oh, I meant like
You
I
tell
meant
me?
like unloaded.
Actually,
oh,
it's, swarm, mage hand.
pling,
Okay.
pling.
You you
I am
remove-
not standing directly in front of this.
You
just
remove
to
the
make sure
loaded
we're not-
bolt from this crossbow limb that the Tridrone has deployed, and almost immediately you hear it, and there's another one in place.
Cool. That's cool.
Oh,
Do you like this?
wait, Oh. Yeah, I'll put it in my bag.
And give you a Tridron bolt.
Is it a regular bolt? Is it like a cool Mechanus bolt?
It is shape-wise is just a crossbow bolt, but it is made of the same metal that the gears you picked up are made of.
Thank you.
One
That's for the taxes.
crossbow
And then I
bolt.
leave.
Yeah. Made of the same unknown metal. Listen, every bit of metal is good for me. If I can take this guy's arm off, I would, just in case we need to get Penny a cool arm later on.
You guys are really into salvaging stuff.
You wanted to
I li-
kind of
I
study.
like building things.
It's cool.
Like
I like
going to the junkyard, things like that.
You wanted
Yeah,
to study
Oh, I
its
wonder if there's
its
junkyard.
workings.
Yeah, just because, like, that's the kind of thing I'm into.
Brian's just hanging out with
okay.
Ormians. They're like, what the fuck
I-
are they doing?
They're not really mobile or anything. Like you can just stand next to it and examine it as much as you want, but it is gonna take a considerable amount of time to figure out anything. If you do,
I
end
just
up
want to give a
figuring it out.
glance over on basics. I don't want to look like spend time because we gotta go.
Okay. Make me investigation again.
Speaking of ant people, god damn it. 'Tis the season. I got 2 on my desk.
Hello, Ant.
Investigation.
Little ants.
So that is
fucking
17
around.
again. Wow.
17 again?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was either 6 or 17, so I'll take the 17.
I'll keep that in mind. But for now, you've looked it over and you think, like, you're drawing pictures in your head of how the internals might be working in conjunction
Yeah,
with what
they're
you can
just like,
see.
you know, knocking on things, seeing if there's like a hollow part, what's going on, how thick it is.
It's like obvious fasteners and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
With
fact,
that,
I would probably, since I'm in a hurry, instead of looking for how to make one or whatever, I would be looking for obvious weaknesses in case we had to fight one. Slash things I would fix if I were making one.
Okay. Yeah, I won't give you anything right now, but I'll note that that's what you're focusing on.
Alright. It's all. It's all. Why not have a little flavor to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Brian sits
Let's
down,
roll.
pulls out a book, starts reading it.
You
Yeah,
take
take
out
your
a paper and
time,
do a little,
whatever.
you know.
Fenny has since moved on to one of the large ant people and is now up in his business. Like,
Oh,
I can't.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
you're getting a lot more of a reaction there. Like
How do you
they're
meet?
not really like every time you kind of get close to one side, they could just shift over to the other, shift their weapon to the other hand.
Well,
You're really big.
Well, the bigger one are like a foot taller than a medium-sized critter. Like they're not that tall. The smaller ones are half your size, Fanny.
oh, okay. So they are pretty. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
They are really small.
Yeah.
you could dom one of those guys.
Oh my.
Benny,
Okay.
if I know anything about ants, it's that some of them can be really cool, really big, and really tough, but at the end of the day, their story's going to be a big wet fart at the end.
Well, the Formians have followed you across the bridge, and a little bit into the city, that particular cog, and it looks like they're about to split. Like they're about to head another direction than you are. One of the taller ones is kind of trailing behind and turns towards Elam
Hell,
and hands you a little pouch that it had kind of stuck but like underneath one of the Kitmus plates that is covering the thing. He just pulled it out and just handed it to you and said, "Thanks."
thank you. Be safe. And I'll check out what the bag is.
It's rather heavy for the volume. It is about the size of a fist. And, yeah, it feels like it's almost like it as if it were full of something heavy like lead or gold. Opening it, inside is sort of a brownish powder. And there's a very recognizable smell of rust coming from
I was
it.
gonna say, is it rust?
As you can tell, it looks like it.
Thank you. I think I just got weaponized rust.
Benny, always in your business. He's looking over your shoulder.
Is that chocolate?
No, I think it's rust. I think it would be bad news for mechanical things.
Oh, yeah, probably.
We should be careful with this. And I'm gonna close it back up.
Okay.
And I pat Penny's head.
Oh,
All right. Well, you guys have made your way away from the palace. The Modrons that were on the bridge have started kind of retreating. Some of them have gone to the palace. Some of them have kind of followed behind, but still quite far away. But and have gone into the trapdoors that are kind of everywhere in this city-like structure. And you're
Yeah.
kind of left to your own devices on this thing for now.
which way are we going?
We're supposed to go that way, where the big thing over there is.
Yeah. And we have should we get close to there and then camp? Or should we camp further out?
Let's get
I
there.
don't know,
Or-
we just camp inside it.
Let's just get there and wait.
He's got all of his pals like setting up stuff, so probably pretty safe there.
But didn't he say that we might run into some resistance other than what we just did? Like when we get there? Like when we get there, it's gonna be more than just the Modrons. It's gonna be people from Elysium and Avernus and God knows where else. God knows where else.
Yeah, I suppose that's possible, but
It's
maybe we could just
like
check it
it's-
out. You
it's
know?
true.
Well, if they're there, then they're probably on their own business.
I just I don't want to go in there weak. I'm not
We're supposed to be there. And if in a place like this, if we're supposed to be there, then well, we're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it happen.
Wagons east then.
Do you wonder what like Mr. Primus was doing with his hands?
I think he was
Right.
godding
God, I
in different
fucking natural
places.
one to a whole bunch. Those rolls.
Well, they look like they were portals.
He was
Ah.
fisting portals.
Why would you have a hand in a portal?
I just like he was godding.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was godding.
Just all over the place.
too much.
He was doing god stuff.
It's your-
Who knows
Doing
why
his
God really
thing.
do it? Really.
Well, I guess like. Well,
He
like
was deifying all over the place.
Well, one was really like dark and well, dark. I didn't see anything, but the other one was like super bright.
Yeah, it looked like one was a bad place and one was not a bad place, and he was kind of in the middle.
So he's connecting.
But
them.
Barnus isn't there. Do you guys want to make me a religion check for that?
I would definitely like to make a religion check.
Gosh, would I ever?
What is my religion? Oh, I have a decent
It's
religion.
almost a natural one again, but it rolled up against the side. Okay, 11. So 10.
Okay.
15.
15.
For religion, it's
With your advantage?
intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah. Without the advantage, it was not good.
What about Brian?
Trying to find. Dur.
Mm.
Dur.
Uh, 19.
19. Okay, good. Yeah. Wondering about this in particular.
With Barnes when you need him.
Uh,
He's actually not that good at religion for some reason.
you know that as this is the realm of law, its leader is connected to all other realms of law, and that is
Lawful realms.
Elysium, which is the lawful good realm, and the Nine Hells, which is the lawful evil realm.
It's the bridge.
Oh. Yeah. I think those were like the places of the people that we're supposed to interact with. The
Oh, yeah.
um
The nine
the hell
the
people
night-
and the angely people.
Asmodeus. And Uriel.
Yeah, those dudes.
Indeed.
Maybe he was like, maybe it was a conference call.
Maybe he had to do that to bring them here.
Maybe.
And for the whole length of your interaction, he's never entirely pulled his hand out of the portals.
Holy shit, though. Imagine being able to just hold your hand into hell and heaven.
Yeah.
It's like putting one hand in hot water, one hand in cold water. It'd be real weird.
Yeah, that doesn't seem pleasant at all.
Or one hand in hot water and just one hand in really shiny one.
There. And still have a oh god. I should have been nicer.
Yeah.
But then it
It-
wouldn't have been me.
It is a divinity. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you never know the pain that somebody might be going through, so you should be nice to them.
Yeah, but I feel like the God of Law and Order would want me to be me and not fake.
You don't.
Well,
You don't have to be fake to be
Like, he
nice.
probably wouldn't want me to lie.
You don't have to be fake to be nice.
I do. Wait, what?
Are you a bad person? I don't think you're a bad
No.
person.
I just don't trust people that I don't know, especially gods.
I don't know.
Why
Is
not?
lying an order thing?
Well, he literally said, "Don't lie." So
Oh. Well, maybe you just didn't want us to lie. Maybe it's
yeah,
not like.
so
Yeah.
He
I
also
would've been, like,
did. he
happy to
also,
see
like,
you.
You asked the question, and he also did say that he would be capable of deception if the order depended on it.
Oh, that's right. Forgot
That's
about that.
That lying son of a gun. Honestly, I don't think that you'll ever fully understand what a god wants and is saying. And I think we may have met one of the ones that's the most honest about their intentions. As long as they're within what they want.
Above table, your DM is a human being, and I'm going to try to keep it godly as much as I can.
Yeah, I know. Listen, the fact that Elam believes in any kind of godships at this point in his existence.
Right. So
Right.
what's
if he couldn't see it, he might not.
Yeah, it's really nice to
He'd be able
meet.
to see it.
Yeah, I'd actually meet a god, and it, like makes me feel like a little more connected, and I don't know. I don't know if I really want to choose just, like one deity, be like, you're my bro, my only bro, you know.
You like to enjoy the whole pantheon.
Well, as your
Browse around.
as your technical second encounter with a deity, perhaps it's gone better than the first.
Right, because
Yeah. Well, you did meet one before. I wasn't sure if it was one before, if it was just somebody bragging a lot and calling
Right,
himself a
alright.
god, but
Are we
Primus,
talking about Bardabar?
but
here,
Primus
Bardabar?
also said that Nerul was a god.
Oh no, you're right. Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure, because
Yeah.
it was just
It's
a
hard
really
to tell these
mean
days.
evil
Sometimes
thing.
people ascend and I don't know about it, you know? It's a weird conversation that actually could happen in the D&D world.
All right. So what's the course of action? You guys are going to the halls of law.
I pictured walking and talking.
Yeah, we should head towards the halls of law and find a place to camp before it gets too late, but like I mean we have time. Because it's not as far as I thought.
It is a bit of a walk, because those gears are miles across, and you have a couple to cross before you get there.
We got good company and good feet.
And you don't really have a kind of a frame of reference regarding like what time it is, but
Does it ever get dark or
no,
lighter?
it's just gears and kind of dim light sky. But in game terms, it takes you about 8 hours to get there.
Oh boy, so it's probably close to sleepy times.
But I'm not hungry.
Weird.
Yeah, constant lighting will fuck up your internal clock.
So we'll be, underground for like 3 weeks.
Same lighting. So we get there.
All right.
At that point,
So you do get there. The building is kind of second only to Primus's palace in terms of size. And while it doesn't take the whole cog, it is kind of a central structure with the same kind of city structure kind of peppered around it. It is disturbingly quiet. Like there is no activity of any kind around it. Like all the trapdoors of the mojons are shut. It is, I would almost said peaceful, but too peaceful. But there is space enough. There is space enough to camp. Should you wish to do so.
I think we should find like a back against the wall situation where if shit goes down, there's not going to be a trapdoor behind us or someone jumping out of a wall. I trust nothing. But also, while we're looking for stuff, I wouldn't mind going up to one of the trapdoors and seeing if it can like be manually opened or what it's like, just to see.
Okay.
Not damaging, just testing.
Sure. Make me an investigation check.
Heck yeah. You know what I'm doing? I'm using different dice.
You do not have advantage anymore.
I don't?
8 hours.
It's been 8 hours. So investigation.
Unless I help.
You could.
Benny's nosy
I
ass is
would
right
appreciate
over your shoulder.
Alright.
Look at that.
12.
12. Okay. You notice that it is lacking any sort of locking mechanism. Like, there is no latch or anything going into anything else. It looks like it's just flush with the wall. And
Now when they open,
there's
do they
no-
like
there's
slide
there's
up or?
as far as you can tell, it's kind of almost as if it had hinges at the bottom and kind of falling down.
Oh. Alright, then I'll stand on the side of it.
All right.
Also,
Uh,
while
the-
we're walking, if anyone is paying attention, I kind of when it just slumped for a second when the thing wore off. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, man.
While you can find spaces with no trapdoor, they are numerous. Like the most space you can find between two trapdoors is like a couple feet.
I think
Boy,
wherever we
these-
stop
these
will be pretty
robot
much the
cops are all
same.
over. Yeah. Penny, you're good at picking out places to be safe.
Yeah.
You choose.
Right there.
I point to
It's
the hall.
big.
I point to the hall of law.
I'm in.
Do you want to go inside?
Let's go in. If we can stay
Oh, you
anywhere,
want to
why
sleep
not?
in the hall?
Yeah.
Hey,
We might find
that's
something
the
more
weirdest
comfortable.
place I've slept.
And if for some reason, even though he said we could, but if for some reason someone gets grumpy about it, we can just come back.
Or we could just be like, here's Here's the shiny thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna head towards the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, follow.
I want to see inside.
The structure is kind of. It looks like it's entirely made of trapdoors, like the external walls at least. But and they form sort of an arch over the entrance. There's no door per se. It's more of a kind of angled sliding walls that kind of hiss and slide open as you approach.
Wow.
Oh, it opens. Oh boy, they're automatic doors.
Well, the interior is pretty dark. You eventually find yourself in a more open space and sort of a long walkway that seems to be floating over nothing, and all around you, it looks like how did it's like a night skybox all around. Let me move you guys to the.
Pew.
Oh boy. Oh, there's some stuff in here.
Ah.
Starfishies.
That's control. Okay.
I like this map.
Looks fairly safe. No sign of any trapdoors on the inside.
Hello?
So where we're at right now looks kind of like nighttime. You said.
Yes.
Can we see up this hall at all?
Yeah, you can see all the way up.
Nice. And it looks the same.
Yes. At least all around this kind of platform, corridor suspended on nothing. And it all looks kind of the same, but the area at the end of it is much larger and seem to contain devices that you're not sure what they're for, as well as some vaguely humanoid golem-like creatures that seem to be immobile in this larger area.
I approach this center pedestal or dais or whatever this is. Is there some sort of objet d'art
here.
on it?
No, not really. It seems like this map. This is just a map I found for this, but all the way to the larger area at the end, it's relatively simply decorated. A symbol that it's kind of recurring on the walls and the floors is that of a measuring scale. Other than that, it's pretty sober.
Okay. Hello?
I'll head up these stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Head towards the large area, the opening where the humanoid figures reside, and make eye
Following Penny, I look
contact with them.
to see if Brian's coming.
As soon as you step into this larger area, which is kind of elevated compared to the rest of this, all four of these golem-like creatures kind of fixate you with their single eye in the middle of their kind of torso, and you hear a voice going, "Court is not in session. Please step back."
Oh, okay.
I'll recede.
Let's go back all the way to here.
Okay, I guess we gotta wait.
Yeah.
It's really pretty in here, though. Let's
Yeah,
just
and
stay
I
in
don't
here.
see any trapdoors.
Yeah, let's wait in here. Let's wait on this
Okay.
one. Let's wait. Let's hang out and maybe rest here. I have time to read my book. Oh,
What? Oh.
You guys wanna set up camp in here?
Yeah.
Spend the night.
Spend the night in the
Yeah.
in what looks
Wait.
like night. Like it feels good. It's easy on
I
the
have
eyes in
2
here.
questions before we do that, though.
What was that?
Temperature-wise, I have 2 questions before we officially decide that. Temperature-wise, how is it in here?
Getting his stuff out.
Same as outside. Hasn't really changed. It's comfortable, not too warm.
So we wouldn't probably need a fire.
No.
It's a nice, orderly 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
I figured, but I didn't want to assume, and I didn't think having a fire in here would be good. But since we don't need a fire,
All right.
and it's
I
very
huddle
light
up on
in
a
here.
wall.
Will you guys be taking watches during your rest?
There are enough clocks outside. I don't think we need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll do. Penny will do a watch, and he's gonna be kind of enthralled by this cosmos that's swirling around in this area. Watch this, apparently like the windfish just swim about.
You can all make me what would it be? Arcana check.
Ooh, for the night sky. Cool. Oh wow, 18.
Yeah, that'll do it. From stories heard or read, you think this fits a description of what the astral sea would look like.
The astral sea is in the astral plane.
He looks at his hand. Wraps. And goes to the edge of the walkway. And just reaches out.
As you reach out, you almost hurt yourself hitting a hard surface that you can see.
Oh. It just wants to look like the astral sea.
Maybe.
Or are we in? No.
Maybe. Or maybe it's. Or maybe we're in a bubble in it. Like how Primus had the holes that he could stick his hand through. Maybe this
I was gonna say,
is like the opposite of that.
can I try to do like an educated check now to see if I believe we're in a bubble? That we're like as if this inside here is in a different plane than outside of here.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Sort of Fenny's guess. If it's real. Can I tell if it's an illusion?
If it is an illusion, you don't really have any way to discern it.
Especially because I can't touch it. Yeah. Right.
I think we might be.
What analogy would Penny have for this?
It's like when you put a bucket on your head and you go underwater and you can breathe for a few minutes. Like that, right?
Maybe.
He has very varied extracurricular activities.
Yeah. Precocious bunny boy.
All right. Who's got first watch?
Um, did I notice if the spiders had any sort of inkling or any change in behavior as they walked about the flesh?
Well, you don't see them walking on your skin.
Yeah, they
the
sort of
only
like
place you
blip
can
through.
discern them is where flesh is missing.
Yeah, so they sort of vip vip
Yeah.
coast over where they're used to walking. Okay, they don't like seem excited like holy shit.
No. There's no change in behavior
All right.
that you can observe. All right. Again,
Camera's,
who's got first watch?
camera's taking off the ring. I'll do it.
All right. Give me that perception.
Purple for perception. A modifier. Oh yeah, 16.
16.
Ah, fuck.
Uh, 16. There is surprisingly very little activity. For the realm of law, you'd expect them to have like a court session every
Yeah,
5
right.
minutes, but it's surprisingly silent. Like there's nobody coming in or out. And after a couple of hours, you watch like just hands without an edge.
While I'm watching, can I go to the entrance and look out and see if there's anyone coming and going any other entrances?
Okay. What did you say you got 16?
Yeah.
You do notice one individual. Looks like a human, as far as you can tell. He wasn't really like within earshot, but you could see him like coming and going, not into the building, but around it. Looks like he was doing some scouting ahead, kind of casing the joint.
A human, like human,
Yeah.
human, or
in
humanoid.
black clothing with some sort of top hat over his head.
Oh my. Okay. Is he hot?
Really hard to distinguish like
From here?
facial features at this distance.
Okay. All right. Clock that. All right. So if Fanny's thinking of why it's so quiet is that essentially this one that opened for us opened because it's relevant to us. This isn't anyone else's court. And that's why it's quiet. Okay, cool. Now I'll go back and keep watching the stars in the astral sea.
I'll take a second.
It's really peaceful. Hey, there was a guy outside. He was dressed really, really snappy. He had a top hat.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Was he hot?
I'd like to think so. Because he was dressed real nice.
I don't think you would have been exposed to that kind of a hat before.
Yeah, I've been around, but I guess not really.
Big old hat, huh?
Yeah.
You know what they say, big hat.
Yeah, travelers with their very nice looking clothing and rich stuff, but maybe that style hasn't been invented yet. Okay.
He had a really tall hat. I mean, not as tall as my ears, but it was kind of tall, and it was like a bucket, but it didn't fit over his head. It was just a hat.
Maybe he was like compensating.
For what?
I don't know. But I'll keep an eye out for him.
Because his clothes look really nice too.
Who's got next watch?
I do.
Okay, give me perception.
Yeah, I guess I just fill him in that he was snooping around.
I'm just gonna straight up use my inspiration.
Better?
Like 9, which is
9.
better than a natural 1.
Okay.
Is this true?
Well, you spend most of your watch kind of taking in the sights, because it's quite mesmerizing. This view of the astral plane, and you're kind of shaken out of it by the sound of the doors sliding at the entrance.
I'll press up against the wall and watch. Like, ready to wake them if I feel it's needed.
Takes a moment.
Just cuddle up to Brian.
Sleepy Finn. It takes a moment, but eventually the sound of footsteps kind of makes its way into your ears as a figure steps out of the shadows into the same room you're in, wearing
I'm
a pie-tail coat with a top hat.
as
kind
I
of
see
a-
it coming in, I'm like waking them up and saying,
Kind of-
Kenny.
kind of
Friend
a
is
mutton
coming.
chop style beard
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
and a monocle.
Oh, he's got a bad eye. As he's walking in, I'm waking them up before he gets in all the way. Your
It's
friend
that
is
guy.
here.
Yeah, it's that guy.
Alright, important question now. Is he hot?
Oh well. Oh well, hello there.
Hi.
You must be here for the rule catch, yes?
Yeah,
Here.
we're witnesses.
Seems to be quite early. Like that in a person. I myself was just taking in the scenery. It's quite quite impressive, really.
Really thick here and really cool.
It's
Indeed,
okay.
indeed. You don't see that every day.
I don't want to either. I mean, it's kind of cool, but things here are kind of what's the word? Insufferable.
Insufferable.
I-
Oh, really?
It's
Not to your taste, eh?
It's weird.
Well,
They charge you money for walking.
I like to
Oh,
know what
is
the
there,
rules
okay.
are before I'm told I'm breaking them. And there's no way that you could know all the rules of a new place if nobody tells you.
oh well, they have it.
That's not fair.
They have it all written all around there.
Wait,
You
where?
didn't see
Where?
the big poster boards full of laws.
Did we ever
Pretty
see
hard to
them?
miss, really.
I didn't see them.
Is it in common?
Oh no,
Oh, that doesn't help.
it would be too easy now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. See, so you can see the problem.
I guess I imagine. I mean, how hard is it to take up, Celestial?
Oh,
I mean, I know
Is it
someone that
easy?
can speak Celestial, but I can't.
can you learn it? Can you teach me?
Well, I mean, don't want to sound rude or anything, but my time is quite valuable, but perhaps if you had something to offer, I could spare a couple lessons.
I'm Elon, by the way. What, didn't catch your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Matthias.
Matthias, nice to meet you.
Hi, Matthias. I'm
Yes.
Fenny.
It's very nice to meet you, Fenny. Fenny. Hey, it's quite nice to say. I like it.
Thanks.
You're here, same as me, I assume, as witnesses.
Oh, you're a witness too?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from the Sword Coast.
Oh, I see. Yes. Well, a bit further away, but not that far.
It's a really
Say.
cool outfit.
Oh, thank you very much. Put that together this, well, I would call it morning, but I don't really have that much of a frame of reference. In any case, so what do you think? Been thinking about this case all week.
Well, it was. I don't know if we're supposed to talk a lot about it, but I mean, as long as we're always telling the truth, then I think it's just. Well, I'm gonna tell him the
Oh,
truth.
there you go.
It's-
Right. A little bit of an opinion isn't going to color the truth that much anyway. We can share. Personally, I think that Nerul guy is quite the character.
Well, that's true.
Don't think we should let that kind of thing running around, you know, without keeping it in check somewhat.
Well, yeah. It tried to kill a lot of people. It sounded. Well, that's what he said.
Right? I mean, who does that? Seriously.
Mass murderer.
With that response, can I tell if this guy's trying to pump me for information?
I was gonna see if we could do
Insight
some kind of
check?
insight check on the way he's talking.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
do one too.
21.
21. Well, you don't really discern like precise intent from him,
Yeah.
but you can tell that this is a face that he's used to putting on.
Hmm. So he's just being very, very performative
Yeah.
to suggest that he may not be who he's claiming to be. Or at least,
You haven't sensed any
his attitude.
deception.
Right, yeah. His attitude is, it's performative. Yeah.
Yeah, it could range from, oh, he's a completely different person, it's just a mask, or that's just how he carries himself
Yeah.
in public.
Yeah, like
You know,
a,
like
like any number of real world references.
yeah, indeed.
Well, what do you think?
Wow.
Where did you see him?
Oh, that was a long time. Honestly, I'm surprised they called me to testify about anything about this guy. I haven't seen him in eons, really. But to be fair, I didn't like him even then. Yeah, yes, those things there. But I hear there's a good chance they might get rid of them after this.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What happens when they get rid of a god?
But that's a big one. Until recently, there was no real way to do that. You know, as long as well, you mortals, basically, as long as any one of you just keeps doing the gestures and the rituals and the well, then they just keep existing, and you can't stop that. However, there's a thing now. Works pretty well. Big
Are you talking about the storm?
ol' big ol' whoopee windy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you talking about the storm?
That's right.
Well, why would the death god want to start the storm up if it's the same thing that would be used to get rid of him?
Hey, crazy's gonna do crazy. If I'm honest, I think we're better off.
With it? Or without?
Gone.
Oh,
I say flush him.
but does that mean you want the storm to continue?
What? No. Hell no. And I don't want him to try again. Just flush him in there and forget that the whole thing was happened anyway.
So like toss him in and close the door behind him.
Oh, indeed.
So
Honestly,
I mean,
you know
I'm okay with that.
when I first saw him, when we met him, and he talked about being the god of death, it just sounded like he was some. Wait, did we meet 3 gods? We met the god. Well, we met someone who called himself the god of sleep,
I think we might have met 4 now.
but I'm not sure he was really a god. He was just.
quite a interesting trajectory for mortals, I gotta say.
Well, someone.
It's not where we saw ourselves, that's for sure.
Someone said he was the god of sleep, but I think he was just really good at sleep. Well, not doing it himself.
I think
making
he
other
was
people
a
go to
little bit
sleep?
out of.
Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes that's all it takes.
So I thought that the god of death wasn't maybe really the god of death, but just someone who was really good at making people die. But if he's really the god of death, and you get rid of him, then who's in charge of death?
It just falls down to a new one. You know, I just can't really do worse than this one, in my opinion.
You know, shit kicks downhill, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
It
like-
works. They call it portfolios, and we're gonna be all fancy. It's just domain goes from A to B. New guy gets the job.
Well, who would get this one?
Don't know. Probably
Ins-
gonna hold some kind of, conference, discussion, election.
Does that seem
It would be-
truthful to me?
Roll me insight.
$23.
Hey, seems like don't really sense any deception in there. You do detect that he might know a little bit more than that.
Okay.
But what he said, you don't think is false.
About not knowing
Mm-hmm.
who would get it. Okay.
Now, it sounds like he really doesn't know who's
Who
going to
would
get it,
All right.
but he might know a little bit more about the process.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be rude or out of place, but
Yeah.
you keep referring to us as mortals, and you talked about being
Thank you.
around for eons. Are you
Oh,
a deity or a god of some kind?
oh, shit! Oh no! Oh, I'm offended.
Are you
That's
Asmodeus?
not- Oh no, I'm not. Oh.
Are you
jeez. Oh,
Are you sure?
you don't want to say that and then do that.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. She's like from hell or something. The hells, and he's like supposed to be mean.
Hey, all the way bottom floor. Can't miss it.
Oh wow.
No, I mean, I know the region.
Do you?
But yeah, I mean, don't want to be rude or anything, but I did ask first. Like, what do you guys think about this Gruul guy?
I think anyone who created that storm would be better off being inside of it and then it being closed.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the guy wanted to turn it back on. Can you imagine? Just get rid of everything? It doesn't make sense to me. You know what?
I
I think like good chance he gets flushed down. But just in case, maybe we pepper it a little bit in that direction, don't you think?
I made a promise to the Primus that I would tell the truth.
Oh, sure, no. Hey, don't lie in court, like, and especially this one. You just get no. But you know how it is. A little bit of emphasis on the right things works wonders.
Hold on a second. I just want to see something on my sheets. Yeah, no, not with these stats. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I know what that's like. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's just gonna be question asked, answer given.
Uh-huh.
Just maybe linger a bit on the juicy stuff. Let the less convenient things go by faster. You know.
I'm good at stories.
There you go. Perfect. Again, just make sure it's true.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course.
Yeah,
I always tell the truth.
You know, letter of the law, not or intent of the law, not I don't know. Hey,
I always tell the truth. It's bad to lie anyway.
have
You don't want to be a fake person.
you've been
It hurts people.
you know more people than us. I'm a little like, have you ever met Asmodeus? Because I'm a little worried about being in a room with them.
Oh, don't worry about that. He won't be in the room physically,
Do you know that?
and you don't. And honestly, you don't want him to be.
No, that's true. Uriel too sounds kind of scary.
Yeah, same deal. No, we're the only ones who are gonna be actually there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
I've done a
us?
few of those.
Not.
Oh, they call you a lot for witnesses?
They
For
don't-
witnessing?
Witness, defendant, you know. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've learned very well here that there's a lot of laws that are very easy
You
to be on
can't
the
take
wrong
two
side of.
steps here without breaking some sort of law. You know.
It's
Not on the left
fair.
side of the road, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, right.
It's not even fair. They don't tell you first. Well, I mean, you said you could read it, but I can't read it. Actually, we met because we broke a law. We killed a guy.
Kill a guy, oh?
Yeah, but he
Not a
was
very nice guy.
he was telling lies. It's not right to lie.
Such.
He's not telling any more lies.
He was telling lies and making people look like goblins, and then like poor people look
Yeah.
like goblins, so that other people would go kill the goblins and kill the poor people. So we killed.
How
them.
awful.
It was
Well, I think you did the world a service there.
I want to do an
Thank you.
insight check on that response.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh, god damn it. What's my insight? I think it's, yeah, it's 0, so 6!
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. I thought so. The worst
Yeah.
thing you can do is to be fake.
Listen, he made Benny think a person was a goblin, and then we had to skin that person and find out that it was not a goblin.
Hey, you don't know, you don't know.
Right. Right. We had to find out ourselves, and we didn't know he did a bad thing. But the person was trying to kill us too, so we had
They
to,
thought we were goblins also, so it was
had
not
to-
really, we didn't,
we had to fight.
we self-defensed him to death, if that makes sense.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I thought you might.
But I understand it's, sometimes when it's not, what's right and what's legal are not the same thing.
Very true. Very true. However, it's going to be important there that we don't let that kind of argument.
No,
go
yeah,
too
it's just
hard.
the truth. We just tell the truth,
Yeah.
and it's fine.
We're in a realm
And
where
they're really big on like letter of the law here, so
yeah.
Letters or numbers too. I think I have some numbers that might be important.
I think you'll be good.
Okay.
I think you'll be good with numbers.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, so I mean, we agree that this guy, we're gonna be all better off if he gets flushed.
If it's right that he do so, yes.
Of course, of course. And on that note,
Is the premise going to be there in person?
Also, is Brian awake?
oh no,
That's the other question.
I haven't heard from Brian.
Brian's
Feel
just
free to interject
snoozing.
anytime you want. Still muted.
You're
Yeah,
muted.
still
by the way.
muted just in case you're chatting. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Love you, Brian.
when Brian wants to perk up, he will. But yeah, I like you guys. You seem like swell mortal. How about
I'm one of
if
those.
we get what we want, we throw a little bit of a celebration, right?
I like parties.
Say we get the guy nice and flushed in that old swirly. How about
Now, we're not allowed to take gifts, but I think we can all agree to celebrate if things go well.
celebration?
And then we can talk more.
Nothing,
Because I have,
nothing forbidding celebration.
you know. May I ask you one thing?
I like making new
'Cause
friends. I love
you're-
being friends.
You're clearly a person with power and knowledge.
You flatter me.
Do you know? Well, no, this is, I'm just a matter of. Do you know how
I
to?
didn't say stop.
Just because, like, we've recently learned about a lot of this. Do you know how to traverse the plains?
It's, I got the business pass as it is.
Ah. Yeah, it's fun business, especially when you're in a plane that you're not supposed to be in, and then someone wants to send you back to a plane you'd rather not go to, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, you said you were really familiar with Avernus, right?
Avernus?
I know the
specifically say
place.
first
I wouldn't,
bottom level.
I wouldn't say very familiar, but I know more than most.
Have you heard of? We've got some really important stuff to do after this. I mean, this is important too, but our friend told us that there's something really important we need to do. In the Blood Trench, south of the Despair Pits, in like 20 years.
Oh boy, that's rough neighborhood is an understatement there.
It doesn't sound nice.
I
Well, we have 20 years. We have 20 years to get there.
Okay, I mean, How about it? If you get Nerul flushed, well, if you don't, prevent
Hold
that.
on. I would like to stop. I would like to. This is a thing that I think we could talk about more at a celebration so that it can't be construed legally as some kind of bribe or gift.
Smart, smart. Well, forget I said anything then.
Yeah, well, yeah, if we're friends, and we can talk anytime.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, I know of one way. I know of one way to get to Avernus. But I'd rather not do that way. I don't want to do the one way.
Oh, I think I see what you mean. No,
Yeah,
it's
I'd rather not do it that way.
I wouldn't recommend that particular company to travel.
Yeah, it seems like that's the worst way to do it. And not reliable, really.
Well, then let's make sure we get to that celebration, shall we?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll bring our friend Brian, who's a real party animal.
It seems like it. He's snoring a storm over there. Oh, did I actually interrupt you guys sleeping?
We were,
We're just killing time. I
yeah, we
guess.
were trying to get our rest on.
Oh,
You want to be fresh for the trial.
I apologize. I do tend to forget that you all need to do that.
It's okay.
No, it's no problem.
It got
We've enjoyed the
time.
conversation as well. You'd be surprised how much it's not fun to be in a place where nobody speaks most of the time. At least not the language. I mean, a couple of those Modron things had a clicky language I tried to figure out. But it was hard.
I see. Well, then I'll let you guys rest. I'll just have a bit of a walk outside.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll point out, if you go all the way in there, you probably know this, but there's like some automatons that are like, the trial's not started yet, get out.
I say leave those alone.
Yeah, that's why we're back here.
Yeah, one of them would give me a rough time. Four, let's just not tempt the devil, as they say.
That's why we're waiting until that party to have conversations.
Indeed. In any case, you have a lovely rest, and I will join you back on the morrow, whenever that is.
Yes, it's very
See you
confusing.
then.
Yeah. Enjoy your look around.
See you. And he starts walking back.
Wait till he leaves.
I just kind of,
Hmm.
yeah, as soon as he's gone, I kind of huddle back into my corner and I just look at Fenny. So that guy was intense.
When he's gone, and make damn sure that he's gone.
That was definitely Asmodeus. That was Asmodeus. It was just.
I'm relatively sure
It was
that was
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, yes.
I wonder if Uriel's gonna do the same thing. Anyway, why is it? I wonder why it's just us. There were other witnesses, right? Well, sort of. I mean, I guess they didn't talk to him directly. But Lestrade
So
would
to be
be.
fair, you're a couple days ahead.
We are early.
Yeah, it's just that when he said that it's just gonna be us. I'm like,
Are we?
There's gotta be more
We're gonna be the
witnesses.
only mortal witnesses, I bet.
Well, he did precise that it's only gonna be you all physically.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I'm so upset that I failed that perception check when I brought up Asmodeus. because I was being. I said that with reason.
Oh yeah, and Fenny's
Damn dice,
you know,
making things fun.
You know how tactful Fenny is, just asking him directly. Are you
Are
Asmodeus?
you Asmodeus?
Are you
No,
Asmodeus? Are you
come on.
sure?
No.
Are you sure?
You sure?
Well,
Okay.
the rest of your rest goes without incident, and you can take a long rest on your
Yay.
sheets.
Hey.
And
Oh,
we're
goodness,
gonna
yes.
Take our,
Was kind of
and we're gonna take our first break of the night.
confirm.
I was gonna say.
Recover 23 hit points up to 3 times. Specialized favorite foe. Rabbit hop. Yay. Primal awareness.
Elam didn't show it a lot, but he was a little shook by that, so he fell asleep holding Fanny's hand.
Which hand?
The one that's not,
My left hand.
you know,
Holding my left hand.
yeah.
It's very important.
You know what? You're right. He was holding something that wasn't your hand. Then how about that?
Fell asleep holding his tail.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
But yeah,
So-
just a little shook. So wanted to be close to someone.
So, yeah, I was like kind of looking at my inventory. I was like, I don't have like detect good and evil. No.
Yeah, I was looking through. I was like, what could I
Detect
possibly use that
magic.
could
like,
give me
ah,
anything?
Goodness gracious, this guy. But we'll act on our assumptions. It's reasonable. So we're gonna take our brief break, and I ever so look forward to this trial. And we'll get around to waking up
I'm
Brian
scared.
as he's just plumb tuckered out.
Yeah.
So we will. So yeah, go
We
ahead.
let the Rebbe. He's friend.
So grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a fat, whatever you gotta do, and come back for the very exciting legal proceedings. See you soon. Ah, it's the correct scene. Yay. Great. I still have my nameplate to finish, but to redo, I guess,
Yay.
apparently. But hey, we're back. Oh my goodness. Brian woke up and we told him that we had a cool friend come by and hang out.
You just missed the other witness.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he
You-
said
Other
it was the
witness,
other witness.
Indeed.
He said it was the other witness, but I think he was like the defendant.
So you guys did
Oh, wow.
have your long rest.
I mean,
and-
defending attorney.
Woke up after a good 8 hours of chilling,
Yeah. Took our long rest.
and
I have my bunny hop back.
Yeah.
So I can bunny hop the fuck out of this courtroom.
you do have one more day of waiting. So tell me if you want to do anything during those 24 hours, or if you want to skip straight ahead to the beginning of the trial.
Looking around at the Astral Sea, Fenny keeps fucking with the ring.
Okay.
And I
Brian,
mean, we're just kind of like. I'm assuming we're not like gonna hang. Nobody wants to go like explore too much, right?
No.
You can see that Fenny's restless, but at the moment his attention is focused. Like, it's clear Fenny would love to take a walk, right, and just at least explore the grounds. But he's a little preoccupied as he's
Yeah.
fucking with the ring on his finger.
Because I was gonna like. I wanted to take some time and try to figure out anything I could about this unknown metal, and try to figure out what kind of things I could do with it that it would be good for use for. You know, my
Okay.
trade skill.
You wanna kind of try your best to identify at least its properties and
Yeah, its
That's-
properties, its malleability, what I could,
okay.
Oh shit!
I guess I don't remember exactly what investigation is. Just make me an intelligence check and add your proficiency.
check. And then my kind of proficiency is 3 at this point? Or
Yes.
2?
3.
Okay, 3.
It doesn't go up to 4 until level 9. But when it does,
So
I'll have
11.
more initiative because I actually have my proficiency
Yeah.
bonus to my initiative.
It's just an 11.
11. As far as you can tell, kind of messing around with it, it seems to have similar properties to iron, except for the fact that it is somewhat lighter. It appears to, like, when I don't know if you would have a magnet to it, but putting one to it, it would stick to it. Nothing really
When
else
you say
that
lighter,
could
you mean
get-
weight-wise, right?
I mean, density-wise, it seems to
Yeah,
be
density.
um, that's kind of all you can get from it. If you had like a proper lab to kind of test it, maybe you could glean more, but not in under those circumstances.
Right. I just, thought I'd use my time. So it's not like the electrum pounder.
But for what you can test right now, like hardness, malleability, it feels like a lighter iron.
Brian,
Oh,
Yeah. What's up?
I may need your help.
With what?
oh shit. Pressed it too.
Have you been curious about taking off the ring?
Yeah.
But it's a bad idea,
I
right?
told us not to.
Yeah. I think we're not supposed to go to the Feywild. I don't think that's where they're
Why?
from. Well, I think they're from the astral plane.
Why do you think that?
Well, this curse came from it, right? But that's also where the cure is.
Mm-hmm.
They're fine. Look, but don't touch it.
I'll unwrap my bandages and show the absent portion with the charred edges and see that the spiders are
They're fine.
Oh.
They're not affected by it at all. They're just going right through the burn. They can. I mean, I can't see them anywhere else, but that's where my hand would be. But they're going right through the burn, and it's not doing anything to them. I think they're from the astral sea, or the astral plane. But until then, I thought they were from the Feywild. I guess maybe they didn't know the difference. But until then, I need to move the ring. I can't have the ring on the same hand
Oh.
in case
Have you
it gets worse.
tried taking it off yet?
When we first got here, yeah.
Oh.
And that's when this happened.
and hold up the bone shard sticking out of my hand.
That's when this happened, when Elam put the ring back on. They tried to stab him with my body, which isn't very good. I want to try to move the ring to my other finger, in case the burn gets worse. I'm gonna try and use my my family to do it, but if it goes wrong, I might need your help. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna.
Okay.
Try.
Well, should maybe. Maybe. Oh. Do you want me to hold you? Okay. So we'll kind of sit next to each other and put an arm around him,
Okay.
trying to make sure that I'm not on the side that has the
Yeah, I'd be leaning to the side then,
the other side.
yeah.
Okay, so how are you doing it exactly? With your mage hand?
Mm-hmm. And put my fingers together. Because I imagine I'm putting it on
Okay.
this middle finger. And try to mage hand slide it across.
Make me a check with your casting ability modifier.
Hooray. Okay, +3. 11.
11 total. Okay. You start with your mage hand sliding it from one finger to the next. Kind of slowly at first, and as soon as you feel it loose enough, just as fast as you can, slide it onto the other finger. And for a brief moment, fraction of a second, when the ring passes from one finger to the next, there's a loud boom in your head of voices
Mm.
that are immediately silenced as the ring gets to the other side.
Wrap the bandages back around. Now hold my hand away and wrap my other arm around Brian
Thank you.
and kiss him on the cheek.
I was really scared. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Did it hurt much?
A little, but it was really fast.
That's good, I guess.
They're still
Right.
screaming.
I wonder why.
They hate it here. I do too. But they hate it more.
I just don't understand
This is nice.
how there's so many little mechanical things here, but I can't tell what time it is.
It's weird. I guess because we can't read Celestial or whatever. Maybe that would make it easier.
I know what time it is, and we're on a big old clock.
Biggest clock in
Yeah.
the universe, and we don't know what time
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually go by the sun and the moon. And the stars. But these stars are different in here.
Yeah, looking at these stars, do they make
It's,
any sense to me? Like it's not the same space stars. It's astral nebulae and shit, right?
At a glance, they would appear like stars. But when you actually start paying attention, you notice that they are kind of blinking in and out of existence. They're not staying in place.
Mm.
I think things in the astral, that would make sense. Things in the astral plane are ephemeral. There's a word for that. Like they don't stay around for long.
You know so many big words.
What kind of check would that be?
Just remember that the word is ephemeral.
No,
but
to know more about that.
just intelligence.
I
Oh,
guess-
-1.
I guess I'll make it Arcana because I can't really make it History. Like paying attention to that particular phenomenon. Give me an Arcana check.
As it's happening now,
Mm-hmm.
so it couldn't be perception.
I mean, it's been happening since you got
Yeah,
here, but
but like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do Arcana. It sucks. But I was like, if it's just a matter of like watching the stars and how it goes, I'd love perception, but Arcana it is.
no,
Nine.
it's about knowing more about the phenomenon.
No more. Oh, okay, yeah. I see. Not just watching it, but 9.
9. It's pretty.
Mhm.
But doesn't really ring any bells. It's strange. Like stars don't usually do that.
And they do look like stars. They don't look like a floating jellyfish or anything.
No, when they're here, they look like stars. They just a kind of blurry dot of light in the way distance.
What you thinking about, Bunny Boo?
A long time ago, I used to watch the stars. With people like me.
Oh,
And
there's more of you?
no,
There was?
there were.
Oh,
I don't know what happened to them. I mean, I hope that they're somewhere. But I don't know why they would just leave. I got really sick when I was really little. About 10 years ago. And my family took care of me. But when I got better, I woke up and everyone was gone. I don't know what happened to them. But I wasn't alone. At least, I mean, I was lonely and I was alone, but it didn't feel like I was completely alone.
And I'll manifest the swarm around me.
Is that how you got your swarm? Your friends? Yeah.
It didn't used to be this many, but it was still a lot. There were a lot of these friends.
And I take one and it sort of like plumps up and just becomes this little like the size of maybe like a little tangerine, right? And it's bloom, and just sort of like a little jelly tangerine. It has two little boop boop little bunny ears on it. Just a little sphere with bunny ears. Bloom.
Oh.
I don't know exactly what they are, but I feel like I know them. And I feel like they know me. And they keep me safe.
Oh. Are they your friends from back then?
They make me feel the same way. Like, you know, when you come home somewhere where you've been before, and you've been there a lot, and you know the smell, and you walk through the door, and the smell hits you all at once, and you know exactly where you are, and exactly how you feel. It's like that with people. I don't always remember people's names, but I always remember how they make me feel.
That's probably more important.
I think so.
Names are just kind of arbitrary. Like, you could call me Bob.
Should I call you Bob?
If it made you feel better.
I like Brian.
Me too.
I like Fanny.
Me too.
That's about when I walk in and say, Betty's really nice.
Elam's nice too.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know how much time I got left. Hey, I know. I'm gonna go ask one of those dudes over there.
Be careful.
I wouldn't, even Asmodeus said that they were kind of dangerous.
Well, he said his name was Matthias.
I mean, they at least should know,
Even
like,
Matthias said those are kind of
they
dangerous.
should at least be able to tell me, like, how long is it until court? Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Last time they just said it wasn't yet.
Try ask. Yeah.
where's
Just be
I
nice.
bring the map back up.
I'll try to be careful.
Sure. So you go up there and step up onto the largest platform.
Oh boy.
No,
No?
I think I will position myself.
Okay.
pan this shit around.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll go right about. Let's see. Right about there. I'll try to yell. Hey, dude, so how much longer till court?
The four very large, kind of golem-looking things seem to be inactive. However, you still do get a response as from there's wall on either side of you, and there's a bit of parchment kind of flies out. Didn't get a chance to see exactly where it came from, but it kind of lands in front of you. And on it, there is a number that is ticking down.
Oh, cool.
Hey, dude, I don't know if I should pick this up, but there's a piece of paper, and it's actually got a clock, I think, or something. It's like, thanks, dudes. You're awesome.
Wow. Whoa.
The number
Whoa.
reads 82,756, and it keeps ticking down
Yeah.
one by one.
Are they roughly like? Is it roughly going by seconds?
Yeah, it's going by seconds.
And we could parse that.
You could.
Benny's probably not gonna math.
Yeah, I should be able to actually because I am intelligent-ish.
That's a big number, man. It's like you get out of breath.
There are that many seconds left. I'm not gonna do the math to say how long that actually is.
82,000.
Give it to you. It's just under 23 hours.
Yeah, but
Wow.
it's roughly a day.
Oh, man, I feel so much better.
So like, we should probably stay awake for a little while, and then we can sleep for a while, and then we'll wake up, have part of the morning, and then we'll be able to bust out this trial.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll go quickly and easily. What are we
Elam,
gonna do for like?
Elam, do you know anything about the astral plane? You're pretty smart.
Do I?
General info about the astral plane. Give me an Arcana check.
18.
18. You can ask me one question about it.
What do you want to know, Penny? Give me a question. I'll see if I know it.
Well, I see the stars out there. They blink and they blink in and out, and it's kind of what my spiders do with me. Are they kind of the same thing?
So the way the stars are kind of blinking in and out, kind of.
You want to know more about that particular phenomenon?
Is that what we're looking for, or?
I don't know if any is interested
feel
the
like-
most.
Sure.
I feel like that would be the information I was searching for because Fenny was directly asking me.
Well, it's not directly related to the astral plane, but I'll give it to you. Being engineering inclined, the rumors you've heard about spelljammers have kind of taken a lot of your interested in the past.
Yeah.
And while you do not really know how they work, you know that to go from world to exit realm space where you exist, they have to go through crystal spheres. Those enormous things that contain the universe you exist in. And to pass through a sphere, they have to use naturally occurring portals that open on the surface of it. And what the blinking you're seeing that looks like stars is this phenomenon.
So those aren't stars you're seeing, Blank Penny. Those are like these big glass bubbles that are universes and people traversing them through portals. I kind of got that right. Like if I were.
It's what you're seeing is portals opening on the surface of the crystal sphere that your universe is in.
Oh, okay. So those aren't stars. They're actually portals opening and closing
Like bubbles.
to different
in,
universes.
like bubbles in curing resin.
Yeah.
Now the Penny-
You know all about curing resin, right, Penny?
I don't really like raisins.
Me either, really. They're just dried grapes. I like them before
Yeah,
the
I
raisins.
want to eat grapes. They don't have grapes here,
Let's
do
go.
they? This place sucks.
No. I want grapes now, damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are.
But
It's very
cool.
confusing.
That's-
Can you explain that a little bit simpler? Like you said, like it's a universe. Like
I was just thinking, you know, this whole problem we're having where we're stuck in a plane of existence. See those little
Here.
blips out there and those blops?
yeah,
Those are people solving that problem for themselves by taking a portal to a different one.
to a different what?
Another,
Plane of
Plane?
existence,
Another world?
universe, maybe even time, as far as I know. I don't know.
Like a whole
Different.
other
What?
world.
There's only one universe, man. What are you talking about?
Nah, there's a multiverse, bud.
What?
Yeah, there's several universes.
No, that don't make no sense.
Well, I mean, there's like different
Every-
storytellers, right? So they tell use the same characters, but they tell different stories, and so that it's like a metalverse.
But there's only like one of me. Like if I went to another universe, would there be another me?
Probably.
I read
Like,
some cool
I
books
believe.
that have like different, well, the same characters, but they have different authors, and like maybe if there were another Brian, well, it would still be you. You'd be still Brian, but another writer is writing your story.
That's
believe-
that's crazy. I don't know, nah, man.
I believe that every
I probably wouldn't like me.
I like
I
you.
would like you.
I'm probably a jerk.
No. Maybe in one universe. I mean, everything. I believe that anything that could be a choice can potentially create another universe. So if you're walking down the street and you go right, maybe there's also a universe where you go left and things change accordingly.
Well,
Ah,
well, that
so
doesn't.
maybe like one where I got eaten by that red dragon.
Oh, yeah, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, but then that.
I was just
then you would
thinking, though, if
the
this is the
universe would
case,
stop.
what would happen if I jumped into all the other universes and took out and absorbed the power of all the other me's?
That'd be mean.
Well, how do you do that?
I don't know.
That'd be cool. You're like,
I'm working
killing
on a
yourself.
story.
How did you kill yourself?
Don't hurt
I'm gonna
yourself.
sell that story to a bard.
Is that even a word?
Yeah, I mean,
People who kill
it's also a
themselves, but not themselves. This is like not suicide, but
It's like you-icide.
yeah, suicide.
This is what happens when we have to waste like 24 hours. This conversation between these three is gonna be like a good solid 5 hours.
I gave you the option to skip.
Oh no, I love this. I live for this.
Especially with
I
Ian.
like
Ian just
the sci-fi
I absolutely live
sci-fi
this. Um,
I'm incapable of coming up with a multiverse idea without then taking it to the one.
I
That's what I've learned about me.
I'd be
I like
friends
the
with him.
sci-fi Asperg fantasy character.
If there were another me, I'd want to meet me. I'd
Would
be
you
friends.
kiss you?
Probably.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck
I'd fuck me.
me.
I'd fuck me hard.
God, yes. Fenny,
I'm not really
Penny.
into me.
Fenny on Fenny. Oh my god. Hmm.
I can't.
So you're not into you now, but maybe if you met yourself, you could be into you. If you know what I mean.
Uh,
Well,
we have
Brian.
now exited character.
Oh no.
yes.
No.
No.
Well, Brian. Why not? Don't you like yourself? I like you.
Nah, dude, I don't know. I can't handle this discussion anymore. I'm gonna read my book.
Okay.
I hear that some people like to have certain herbs before they have these conversations.
Sure, if that helps you.
But you can't do that here because we would get fined, even probably with our coin.
What?
Stupid cops.
I have perfume. Perfume smells nice and it makes you happy.
I spritz one. It's
So I
very,
assume
it's
we're
very
kind
woody
of
and
talking
smoky.
for a
I'm like,
couple hours.
Oh. That one's not that good.
Talking, snacking, whatever. I do have one thing I want to do before we bed for the night, though.
Mm-hmm.
Joe knows this won't work. Elam still has to try. So I say, hey, Benny. Can I try something?
What?
It'll feel good. Don't worry.
What is it?
I place my hand on your chest, and I cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Just to see if it does anything to the wound.
hmm.
Unfortunately, no.
No, nothing.
Do you have
This
any
is
other maladies?
Yeah, I figured, but
I think my
quite the magical.
maybe my ears and head was still sort of like you get like that the back of the neck stress headache. Like since the scream happened,
Yeah.
I've had this tension in my neck. So that probably lessens. I'm like,
Actually, can you roll me a check with your casting ability modifier? Elam.
what kind of check was it again?
What's your casting ability?
Oh. It's intelligence, I believe.
It's intelligence.
I want to
just-
say charisma.
So roll
Yeah.
a charisma check.
23.
23.
nice.
Okay.
Wait, you said a charisma check or an
No,
intelligence
it's your intelligence because you're an artificer.
check? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. So 23.
Thank God for the artificers bringing intelligence back, right?
Yeah.
23
So, like-
still?
Wizards and artificers.
Okay. So,
One
better
better
than
too,
wizard.
actually.
Benny,
Yes.
you feel kind of an energy flowing through you, kind of from your chest where Elam is touching you. It's kind of coursing through you, kind of. You feel almost as if it's looking for something.
Hmm.
And eventually, Elam, while you're focusing on the burn mark and the cursed area, your magic doesn't really find the luck there, but something does change. As Fenny, you feel kind of a tickling sensation in your hand as the
Oh.
spike retracts.
Ooh.
Are the bone heels still there?
Yes.
They're still there. Okay. But this,
I wouldn't dare
this one-
touch those yet.
They're pretty hot.
That's good to know at least, but I was hoping to help the other thing.
Thank you.
Good job.
The
That was smart thinking.
Yeah.
It's still there, but now I won't hurt people when I touch them. Well, I'm still gonna need to be careful with this hand. Keep it wrapped.
Your hands are lethal.
Oh no.
But I say, but you still have this hand, and I kind of like grab it softly.
Thank you.
Mm.
Mm,
Sorry, I couldn't get the thing.
Give him a little kiss.
I say thank you again, and kind of just take my corner and sit down. It's
Man, I
gonna be
don't know.
hard, guys.
I don't know how I could be so tired for doing nothing.
It
like, it's
takes a lot of energy to do nothing.
boring. You want to go for a walk?
My head really
Oh.
is spinning still with that whole weird thing you were saying earlier. I don't even want to talk about it.
I have games. You want to play games?
Bring up
No.
my dice and my playing cards, and I have this whole pouch, and there's just like there's goodies. There's tons of goodies in it. You gotta I pull out like a little one of those, you know those little like those magnetic like checkers boards. They're like
Yeah.
this big. Like I have one of those, but it's just like actually with lodestones it could be magnetic, but it's like a little dragon chess set, just a little chess set.
That's cute.
And I got 3 Dragon Ante, which that's for gambling, and that's not as fun.
All right.
Elam and I will play games.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use that as an excuse to fast forward a little bit,
Yeah.
so we can
Yeah.
actually chat. Like,
I just say,
I love character moments, but
Yes.
there is a plot.
Yeah. We were trying
yeah,
to
no, that's why I was
stave
like,
it off as long as
the
possible.
last thing I had. The last thing I had planned for the night was that trying to heal,
Okay.
just to see.
Thank you.
And we got good information.
Feeling confident that the area
That
is-
works. That helps with the
Pretty-
bone. That's
pretty
really good to
safe.
know.
We are gonna skip to the next morning.
Okay. I guess it's another long rest
As,
doing to do your spells again.
Indeed. And
Doesn't do anything.
as the paper is ticking down closer and closer to the
Watching it intently as it gets closer to 0, like
to the,
Do you think it's
to
gonna
the
like
actual time,
turn into confetti?
you notice up in the larger platform that the 4 golden things have activated and kind of taken a added tension. Get a pause.
erect.
Erect. And people, or what mostly people, are starting to kind of pour in from the entrance. It's mostly humanoids that you recognize, like elves, humans, dwarves. What looks like elf humans and dwarves, as they
I
are.
am Fanny.
They don't really acknowledge you as they kind of in a file just head towards the higher platform and kind of get seated in what appears to be like long benches that kind of materialize as they get in. And behind them, a tridrone is kind of closing the march and kind of waves you in that direction as well.
Ooh, finally, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. While the dwarves and all them are going in, can I kind of pay attention to see if any of them are like looking around or talking, or if they're acting like living beings, or if they're acting more like automatons?
Well,
Fucking like the Academy Awards, right? They're just paid seed fillers.
Yeah.
As far
That's
as
kind of what I was
their-
going for.
As far as their kind of gait walking there. It feels reasonably natural, but they do have sort of a blank expression, and none of them are talking.
Are they in step?
No.
Okay. Alright. So natural gate in relation to each other as well.
Let me move you guys to
Oh, you always move me.
your spot there. Okay, there we go.
Moving up.
All right, as you kind of head towards the
We're on the day side.
remaining like available room, and as you step forward, a bench materializes with just enough space for the three of you.
Can I try and lie down on it and see if it materializes more?
It does.
Neat.
I'll sit down and I'll try to put my feet up.
Nothing else materializes.
Oh, I can't get an ottoman? I don't. You know what? No, I don't yell that. I just look disappointed.
Yeah.
I lean over to Penny. I wanted an ottoman.
One of those? An Ottomans?
No, not an ottoman. An ottoman that you put your feet up on.
All right.
I guess the law didn't will it.
As everybody kind of gets seated, Matthias enters the room and kind of sits next to you guys.
Hello again.
He's kind of the only one in the room with an actual expression on his face. He's got a kind of a bit of a smug smile,
Mhm.
a little grin on the side of the mouth.
Hey again.
Did anything cool while you were out?
Oh, just wandering about. Not every day you visit.
I'm gonna be honest. I hope that this is the last day that we visit.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just, yeah, it's gonna start. As on your paper, you see it starts ticking down 10, 9, 8.
Are you the last one?
Looks like it. And at the other end of the area, the floor opens up and a kind of humanoid figure with a very large metallic head, almost looks like an Easter Island head on top of a regular sized body. Kind of emerges
Figures out.
and declares in a deep tone, "Court is now in session."
Dun-dun.
Wabnerbot.
Yeah, is that the judge? Or
That's a fool.
the big dude who announces the judge?
Like the bay leaf?
Bailey, I love bay leaves. Oh, they're so nummy.
The Matthias kind of leans over. That's a secundus.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh. I'm assuming it's the. It's not the one.
yeah, I don't know. Is there two secunduses? Secunda?
Yeah, there's
What-
two
Yeah,
of
the
them.
Primus mentioned it. One of them wasn't.
Well, that's not here. That's internal affairs. Don't worry about it. As this kind of strange figure takes a seat at the other side of the room, the two devices on either side of the area kind of come to life. Gears start grinding, light starts shining, and you see two figures are kind of being projected onto the room floor. One of them has is very human-like, but with two enormous kind of white angelic wings, kind of folded, lying on their back. The other one looks very similar, except his wings are jet black.
And look over at Matthias.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Some
sound,
presents, right?
oh, they're so pretty.
Yeah, don't let that fool you.
Oh. Okay.
Opening statements will now be made. And you see both figures are kind of stepping forward back to the crowd, looking at the Secundus. And the one with black wings is starting this. Who speaks infernal?
Glorious. Oh, he's not here right now.
Oh, heck no.
Benny actually speaks quite a few languages, but not that one.
No infernal in the group?
No.
I don't think I have.
I'm curious. My campaigns.
Oh, no.
Sure.
Fuck! He's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barnes does.
Nope.
He's not fucking here. Ah, damn.
So unfortunately, what appears to be the opening statement of the defense is in a language that you do not understand. It sounds like aggressively aggressive. I don't know how else to put it. It's
Brutal and raspy. Like,
it's German on steroids.
Yeah.
Like it's really, it sounds like somebody's getting torn into, but it's
Hey, other
doesn't
dude,
seem,
is there
doesn't seem to raise any eyebrows. Yes.
is there transcript like subtitles or I don't understand what the hell he's saying.
I want to look down at the paper and see if it's
I was
doing anything.
like, okay,
Do you want the board lights? Okay. Just lean over. Just try not to be too loud. Okay. So he's saying that the act was made in the effort to resume the natural order. That the lives in question were given willingly and forfeit. See? Yeah, no way that's gonna fly.
Oh, this is the defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he's done. Now Uriel's gonna speak.
And that was his money. Oh my god.
Okay. Who speaks Celestial?
also Barnes.
Also fine.
God damn it.
Yeah, and for the the defense's opening segment. It's surprisingly, despite the language used, it was surprisingly relaxed in feel and kind of
Sort of like his gestures, just his mannerisms were just.
yeah, and it felt like more voice wise, it felt more common than you were expecting. Like it didn't feel like it was a god speaking. It felt like
Ah.
felt ordinary, almost disturbingly so.
If Matthias tries to do some, recapping of that one for us, I'm gonna be definitely doing insight, like seeing if he's trying to flavor it while he's giving it to us.
Yeah, when Uriel starts speaking now we get into the divine presence type of shit as the voices booming all across the room. It's yeah, it is something, and Matthias doesn't seem disturbed by it and keeps kind of giving you the broad lines of yeah, so it's just like countering the other one. Act was against natural order. All the souls would be unclaimed. Yeah, that's one of the arguments.
Oh,
Yeah.
because that's one we need.
My insight was straight 10, by the way.
It sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, to Fanny, Fanny kind of gets you give him the clips notes. He's not reading it word by word, so it's
Yeah. And
sort of taking in.
saying threat to existence as we know it, yeah. Would be. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So sounds decent to me. And that is when in the middle of the room a kind of iris opening just shifts open and the platform is raised. Within it is sort of kind of tinted black veil of glass is rises up in the middle of the room. Within it, you see chains going every which way,
Ah.
and a figure that you do recognize in the middle. Well, you saw him like this at the very end of your encounter. No flesh, pure bone and robes. This is Nerul. This is the defendant. Right. No. It's gonna be a little while, but be ready. They will start calling witnesses soon. And he's right. It's about 20 minutes of back and forth between Asmodeus and Uriel, kind of not talking at each other, but towards the judge,
Yeah,
towards the Secundus.
we're not getting a whole lot of it either. It's a shame we
No.
don't have a lot of insights.
Pretty hard to catch. But eventually, witnesses start to be called. And Matthias goes first. It's pretty over fairly quickly. Like feel like he's you can't really tell no for sure, but it feels like he's only been asked like one question each, and he's gone.
And he's speaking a language we don't speak.
No, it wasn't infernal and it wasn't celestial what he was speaking. Even though the questions were asked in those languages. And after a while, the booming voice of the Secundus calls your names to the stand.
Individually?
All three at once.
All right.
Oh.
Even still.
So they only say our three names?
Ryan,
Hmm.
please step forward.
Okay.
All right. Step forward.
You guys. Well, not with you. Yeah. About there. Kind of right behind Nerul. And the two projections on either side kind of turn towards you. And Asmodeus speaks first, in common.
Hmm.
Witnesses? Now, you've met the defendant at insert date here in the city of Baldur's Gate, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, can you guarantee that what you saw, having had very little exposure to divinity, was indeed the defendant right here?
Fenny looks intently at Nerul's face. As much as he can bear the grisly visage.
I wouldn't forget that face.
As I understand, that face that you mentioned was not worn by what you encountered throughout the whole encounter. Could you describe to us what he looked like originally?
Yeah. He looked like that. There was another person. There was someone.
I keep wanting to say Samular because of fucking the other campaign.
There was somebody named Selmar who was a what do you call it? Like a vehicle? A vessel.
I see.
But then
Yeah, he was
Nerul came out of
leader
him. And we saw him.
Selmar
Sorry.
used the sands. I'm trying to think of how to put this.
What's the word? Bring him?
He was
summon?
summoning him. But I believe the summoning took Selmar's body and Nerul took over the body of Selmar. Because once he had done the ritual, he was no longer Selmar. It was Nerul right there.
See, and can you guarantee from what you saw that the vessel had no influence on the matter whatsoever?
I don't know.
No.
What I do
You
know
mean
is
no
that
influence as far as what he's done since beings?
what I do
That dude wasn't very smart. I mean, I don't think he knew what he was doing.
what I do know is that when the defendant arrived and showed himself, he told us who he was. He told us his name and his godhood and what he wanted to do.
I see.
So, yes, that was him.
And he only arrived after a certain amount of souls were taken in his name, I believe.
And as far as you can tell, this arrival could not have been prevented. It was out of the vessel's control.
If what you're asking is if the vessel and the people that were sacrificed were in their own mind and in control of their own facilities, I do not believe they were.
They were lied to.
There's no doubt in my mind. They were lied to, and they were
Manipulated.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the right word, like complacent or complacent, not complacent.
They weren't normal, man. They were just like
Complicit?
they were like zombie kind of people, man.
But
They were in no condition.
let's not emit judgment as to the normality of the situation. Simply, let's stick to the facts.
Oh, yeah, that's
As far as you can
Yeah,
tell,
I'm just saying, like they didn't act like normal people. That's all I'm saying.
They were in no state of mind to attempt to stop or not be taken into this ritual.
see,
the people thought that what they were doing was saving them because Nerul told them lies.
and regarding your conception of a god of death, do you believe Nerul's actions seemed out of order?
I can't make any judgment like that. I don't know what it's like to be a god.
I know what I saw and what I was told. So I can't speak to that.
It's okay.
I know what I saw. And what I saw was he was summoned using deaths of people who didn't need to die.
Summoned, you say? That doesn't sound to me like a voluntary act.
Well, summon,
What's
summoned,
it called
transported.
when you make something that's not real? Man something. Manifested. That's it. Yeah. Because it sounded like Nerul, it was his plan.
I see.
That's what he said anyway.
If you're asking if it felt like he was summoned against his will, all I can tell you is what I saw.
It's not what he
And
said.
what I saw was as soon as he appeared, he knew exactly what he was doing and what was going on. He did not seem at all like he wasn't expecting to be where he was.
We are simply gathering as much information as we can before judgment is emitted.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And that is the information I've given you.
did the host or vessel emit any kind of opposition to the manifestation prior to it?
No.
No, he didn't.
So,
But then once
I
he
don't
As
found
I
think-
said,
he did afterwards when he found
What did
out.
it say?
yeah. He did not want to be the vessel, I believe. He wanted to just summon.
Yeah, he didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude did not know what he was doing. Plus, that was like a lot of sand. Like, a lot of sand. Like, we've seen just like a little bit of like a small fraction of that just make people crazy. And this dude did not go crazy. I mean, he was crazy, but
There's a brief smirk on Asmodeus's face.
Hmm.
Well, you see, a manifestation of this kind takes a tremendous amount of energy. Would you happen to know how such energy was procured?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was like a shit ton of that sand. Do you know what I'm talking about when we say sand? We don't know what to call it.
I see. And you perhaps know how the sand came into possession of the vessel.
I believe he had several couriers bringing it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yeah, he ordered a bunch. I don't know how he got so much. It must have cost him a lot of money.
It would have. No more questions, Your Honor. And he kind of turns around, and Uriel turns towards the three of you. Witnesses, and in common still, but it's a lot harder to listen to that kind of voice. It's kind of pressing you down as he speaks. Tell me, did the defendant show any hesitation in the execution of his plan?
Mm-mm.
Once he was manifested, none. It was as if he knew exactly what he was doing, where he was. There was no. It did not appear as if he was summoned against his will, if that's what you were asking. To our eyes,
To be honest, if
which is all we can speak of.
if there was any hesitation, it was just long enough to shout at us who he was and what he was doing.
That is true. He wanted to make sure we knew.
See, did the vessel show any consideration of consequences before executing the summon?
Before?
It was during the summon, I believe, is when he realized what was happening.
Yeah.
No, he
Was
didn't. He had,
any regard shown to places of worship around the area?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Temples,
Like-
churches.
Like, were they respected? Or were they
The
used?
Was any measure put in place to safeguard them?
Kinda?
I would. You
I
want
mean, that
my
more to
want
keep
honesty
people
as we
out.
see it?
And,
you want honesty as we see it, yes?
Only what you know of the truth.
All of the temples that were near were inside of Baldur's Gate, which they had lifted up and had planned to throw directly into the storm. So there would be no safeguards for them in the end.
Very good point.
And, the biggest temple in the city was
Was where they were, right?
it was used as the what do you call it? Like the place where you
They
steer a ship.
converted it, right?
Do you understand the implications of the intended plan of the defendant?
To yes.
Nah,
See,
I don't.
and
The end of everything, basically.
To restart the storm.
yes, as mortals, you understand your existence is finite. Do you
I'm
not?
Fanny. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
we're
mean, that's
mortal.
been pretty clear from day one.
Our existence,
Yes.
our existence on the prime material plane is finite.
Yet you extend, or at least attempt to extend your lives as long as you can. Why?
Because we don't have the luxury of forever.
I don't think that's necessarily true, though. We don't always do that.
We eat
Sometimes,
every day.
sometimes if we can save a bunch of people in the process, you know, we might, if we can sacrifice ourselves, we do that.
Or for the sake of extending the life of someone else.
Because
Right, yeah,
because
yeah, you understand.
life is valuable. Life is the most valuable.
Indeed. While I agree, could you perhaps expand on what the value of life is to you?
Went to all we
Our lives aren't forever, so we must use what we have
Yeah, use it or lose it, you know?
to
it's the only
to
thing
effect to.
it's the only thing we have. All I have is my friends
Yeah,
I
we
wouldn't-
have friends,
and my
we have
and
hope,
life.
we have a lot of things,
And
not just life.
you can't hope if you die.
So you would consider the arrest of all life as a loss.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Yes.
Indeed.
There would be nothing.
And it's not just mortal life that would be ended in the storm, as I understand it.
You're quite correct.
Which is even worse, the loss of everything. Mortals, the planet, the gods, whatever else is out there.
Please keep your speech to the answers of the questions.
Sorry,
You
we were
asked
just
why-
asking about
Now,
how
Why
we
we tried
felt
to
do you
live.
about it.
believe the vessel?
Fanny puts a hand on Elam's shoulder. Just
Do you believe the vessel of that Nerul chose once Nerul was weakened, defeated? Do you believe the vessel played a role in preventing Nerul's plan from executing flawlessly?
Yes. Salmar
Also,
gave us the
can you
key.
describe it?
Yes. Salmar gave us the key so that we could
Divert
redirect the sea
Baldur's Gate.
to stop it from going
Would you
into the
say-
storm.
Would you say that without said action, you would have been unable to do so?
Yes.
Truth,
At
man.
best, what we would have been able to do, well, we
had,
would not have been able to
we had some help.
prevent the city from going into the storm.
So it is fair to say that the intent of the vessel was in direct opposition to the defendant.
Yeah. We had help
Once the vessel realized,
as well.
yes.
If it's important to the court, we know someone else who probably knows a lot. We know Fiales Lestrade, who helped us evacuate the city. Is he here? He could help.
Is he known?
Lestrade is unfortunately not available to answer questions at this moment.
Oh. But yes, Salmar felt really terrible when he found out that it was a lie. And so he gave us the key so we could help stop the city.
Would you say, therefore, that to obtain Selmar's cooperation, the defendant employed ample deception and manipulation?
Yeah, a lot.
Yes, from what we saw, very much.
No more questions, Your Honor. Please be seated.
Oh, no problem.
Take a seat.
Sit down
Right.
with Elam and just.
You argue with them. They're gods. Don't argue with
They want-
gods.
They wanted the truth. I was giving the truth.
You guys did great. You guys did great.
Thanks.
Just
Well,
trying to
Just
do-
tell the truth.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They're gonna make closing statements, and then big head over there is gonna deliberate with himself.
In public?
I mean, that's how they do it. So the closing statements are given in the broad line. It's kind of a little bit harder to follow than the opening statements because he's kind of going off witnesses that you couldn't understand. But yeah, there's Asmodeus is kind of presenting it towards like the cultists were willing, the host, even as though he regretted his actions later on, still willingly summoned the Avatar.
Mm,
He's saying that, well, that it can be argued that the gods stopping the storm was the action that went against the natural order and not the resuming of it.
mm.
Just trying to play that angle. And Uriel, on the other hand, is like strictly against that notion, and kind of plays more into your guys' testimony as to like intense and evidence to the fact that nobody was okay with this.
Were there many witnesses beyond us and
So it was three witnesses. It was Matthias, you guys, and somebody else that you did not recognize.
And the other person, were they in common or non-common?
No, not in common. Actually, who speaks Draconic?
Oh, no.
Let me guess.
Let me guess.
I don't think
Yes,
so.
Varnus.
I don't.
They're not appearing.
No.
Uh,
Benny
Can
actually,
we ask at least
Benny
like,
actually speaks more of the languages than
Yes.
Varnus does.
In another life. In another life, I do.
Who's
I was
that dude?
I was hoping you'd say Sylvan,
Sylvan.
because that'd be cool.
You would know Sylvan.
That was Bahamut's daughter.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Bahamut's daughter?
Uh-huh.
What's next? Are we gonna meet Bahamut's kid?
She's never been the same since Daddy died. You know what I mean?
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah.
That'll fuck with you.
But
Are they saying
after a while, after the like closing statements are made, there's a deliberation time, and it appears that people are being like kind of pushed out while the giant head is kind of thinking to himself,
Mm-hmm.
and you get some time outside.
Could've at least
Matthias
given
is
us
there.
food
Matthias
first.
is there with you, and everybody else is there as well. You
Matthias?
saw in the room. Yes.
So what did they ask you?
Yeah, we couldn't understand.
What did they ask me?
In what language was that? I didn't. That was not like anything I ever heard.
Oh no, that's an oldie but goodie.
God damn it. What it is. Oh,
I don't think you'd be familiar.
Yeah, I didn't.
Was it primordial?
probably Abyssal.
Hey, you know it.
Oh, even better. Okay.
You got potions.
I think. Hold on a second. I thought I saw it somewhere.
Is Bahamut's daughter hanging out outside?
He's there.
Oh boy.
I swear I saw it somewhere.
That you speak primordial?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh shit.
I've been trying to find some shit. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You do speak primordial?
Oh.
Mhm.
No shit.
Nice.
I don't have very many.
So you would have then heard. I didn't. That's my bad. I should have asked. I just didn't think anybody spoke primordial in the group.
That's why I thought it was
you would've-
Abyssal.
It's the storm sorcery.
You would have
Oh,
heard
shit.
that what they asked Matthias revolved around the murder of a previous god of death. And the intent behind it, as well as the circumstances of it. That's what was asked. And Matthias kind of really drowned the fish in terms of his answers.
They were asking about the defendant's murder of the previous god of death?
Yes.
Okay. So not Matthias's murder. Alright.
No.
Okay.
eh,
So he just drowned the fish. What's another word for that? Just really
I mean,
equivocated over it.
It was very evasive.
Yeah. Just yeah. Okay. Just tons of equivocation. And just
huh.
I mean, when we talked yesterday, he was very laissez-faire about what happens if a god dies.
yeah.
Another one takes their place, someone assigns it.
But still,
I'm
Fenny
pretty
didn't.
confident.
Of course, Fenny didn't know that, so he still asks him.
I'm fairly confident. I'm gonna get the guy flushed. What do you think?
What did Bahamut's daughter? Did she have an Did she seem to have an opinion either way?
He was of the opinion that we should let the guy live on the off chance that he might come in useful in stopping the next one. And yet, it's really not relevant to the case. I don't think that's gonna fly.
Maybe.
I'll slowly turn, look at the crowd, sort of and wander into it, and look for her.
Okay, well,
Darn you!
looking at the crowd, she's. It's pretty hard to locate her because they all have that blank expression. Like she didn't have that when she was testifying, but now it's the same blank expression, and she's kind of staring into the eyes of another person, and has no face movement at all. But it feels as though they're communicating in some way.
Hey, Matthias, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what is it?
Everyone here has this weird blank stare on their face. When this trial's over, are they going to remember they were at the trial?
But they're not here.
What?
Are they astral projecting?
You could call it that. We're the only one. We're the only ones physically here.
So they're all in different planes of existence right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Think
weird.
everybody get business class tickets.
Smug asshole. Oh, this guy.
Can I
I
learn?
don't- That's very confusing. So,
Can I learn to project myself into other? Oh boy!
probably need a few
Pull out a
life.
notepad and I start scratching down some notes.
So
I
Fenny,
know some of you mortals managed.
Oh man. So do people have to be invited still to even do that?
Depends where you
I would
want to go.
assume. I would assume in this particular plane, you wouldn't want to pop in uninvited.
if we did.
There was a time.
Oh, it hasn't always been law and order here.
It never starts with law and order. I can guarantee you that.
Dun dun.
So Fenny is approaching
Mm-hmm.
this figure of
Daughter of
Bahamut.
Bahamut.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
From what you remember from when she was testifying, she was quite pretty. Right now, you can't tell. There's nothing. It's too blank. And she doesn't seem to register your presence.
Funny fan bunnying.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm such a big fan.
So what I'm going to try to do
Okay.
is cast Fairy Fire on myself next to her.
Ooh.
Okay.
To try to alight, sort of solidify this silhouette of a person, this shade of a person. At the very least, attract their attention through some sort of magical interaction with their magical projection.
Look up something about Fairfire. Okay, that I don't know if I'm going to be saying too much. There's a spell I know that would work for what you're trying to do, but Fairfire does not.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm only capable of so much as a ranger.
Yeah.
Ranger.
So you glow with all your glow.
And it just
Right.
pings and does not settle on the
And-
silhouette.
It does not.
It's just
Just right through. You're the only one that gets the shiny.
I don't know if you can hear me from here. But I'm sorry for what happened. I'd like to talk to you if we can.
I'll go back to my friends.
Hey. Before you get back, you do hear in your head. You get your fancy? Want me to invite her to this celebration?
Oh,
Head.
shit. In our head.
With the ring. Okay.
With the ring.
Sure.
And I look over to my friends and at Matthias. Is he looking at me? It's
No, he's in conversation
And-
with
and it's
Elam
and of course sounds like his
and
voice.
Ryan. It sounds like his voice.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to her. It's hard to lose someone.
I want to do it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can do that. Can I do that?
There's a hand that appears on your shoulder.
Ah.
And Matthias is there.
Uh,
All right. Now, hope you picture thought about what you're gonna say, because this broad is a bit of a, uptight and the stick and in the.
oh,
You get my.
uh-huh.
And
Okay.
he taps the form of his daughter on the shoulder, and her expression just pops in. And she turned towards you. Yes.
Oh. Thank you. Hi.
And he's not there. He's not there anymore.
What the fuck? Hi. I'm Fenny.
Penny,
I
can I
heard.
help you?
Well, no. I heard about what happened to your father. And I'm sorry that happened. I mean, I'm not related to a god or anything, but I know what it's like to lose people close to you. And I just wanted to say that as long as you have,
And I'm still glowing from the fair fire. And so
Yeah.
these little bunny spirits are alight all over me. And
That doesn't appear to bother her.
yeah, and I hold one and I say,
as long as you have friends, then you're never really alone.
That is kind of. You are Ringan, are you not?
Yeah. I think so. I've heard that word
Then-
before. But
then I too-
Lagosian.
Then I too am sorry about what happened to your people.
You know what happened?
Yes.
I don't remember anything.
I see. Perhaps it is a blessing that you shall remember them the way you knew them.
Ha-
Sorry. It's just
have you
kind of mean.
have you forgiven Nerul for what he's done?
Of course not. But you have to think about the future. It took 11 gods, major pantheons, to stop that thing from growing.
I heard. Was he
Among
one of
them,
them?
my father.
Was Nerul?
So we can't just throw divinities to it willy-nilly.
That's true. I mean, I'm not the judge, obviously, but I think that he should be punished. But, I mean, not erased. I don't know
See,
how
won't we?
punish a god. Was Nerul there for when the storm was active?
In a way, he was no god of death.
Was it the previous one? One of the 11?
He had offered, but never made it there. You shouldn't worry your mind about those kind of things. It is beyond us. We must do the part, play the part we can.
Um, I'm gonna take out a little vial of very sweet smelling perfume and smell it and just do a little dab on my chest, close it, and give it to her.
Beautiful things can help you feel better, and I hope this lets you think of me. And
That is very kind, Fanny, and I'm honored. But I cannot take it. I'm not really there. You
Yeah,
understand?
so I like try to hand it in with.
oh, I see. Okay. If we ever meet, then I can give this to you.
Perhaps if things get better, we will have the time to do so.
Thanks for talking to me.
She nods and turns away, and then kind of turns back to you, and you see her shape kind of flutter. And before long, it's not a woman standing in front of you. It's an enormous gold dragon.
Actually, kind of hotter for Benny.
Benny is he is stunned. He's in the presence of this resplendent, shining creature.
I apologize for my rudeness. My name is Alarea.
All right.
Till we meet again, Fanny. And she turns away, and the shape flutters again, and she's once more the blank expression, kind of pseudo avatar of herself in this
Cool.
place.
And then Fanny goes fucking middle distance, just like down, cast towards the ground, processing a lot of what he just heard, and just sort of walks back through people, like through their silhouettes, kind of like not quite catching where he's going, just like
Oh, you're not there.
and wanders back to his friends.
And that's why you don't really put devils in the abyss, because they just fucking mess it up. Anyway, oh, hey, little guy, how'd it go?
Rascals.
Thanks. It was great. It was great.
Awesome. Oh,
Smells the perfume.
sounds like they're ready to give us the verdict. We go back inside.
Although we can't touch these people, can we? They're not here.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, you may have seen Penny just like absent-mindedly pass through a few of them. On the way back.
Right.
And it's just still
All right,
glowing.
well, there it goes.
Well, less than a minute, so probably not by now.
You're absolutely glowing, Fenny.
Huh?
Boom.
Did you see something nice?
Yeah. Alarea is Bahamut's daughter.
Oh, you got her name.
She's a beautiful gold dragon.
Ooh. I assume we're walking while we're talking.
So it's filing back in.
She's very nice.
I should, that tracks.
I hope I meet her.
All right.
For real.
As there's
Still.
weighty silence that kind of falls over the room as the Secundus in the middle kind of comes back to life, starts to animate again. Verdict will be given. To the crime of attempting to disrupt the natural order and send innumerable and claimable souls to perdition. The rule god of death is found guilty. The sentence is, and as he's about to say it, one of the golem-like entities starts to move erratically.
Second Secundus.
And you do notice that on its body, rust is starting to creep rapidly. And a light glows upon its eye. And it fires at the Secundus. In a bright flash of light, leaving a gaping hole where the Secundus's shoulder used to be. And that is where we're going to call the session.
Oh, man.
Guilty as charge beamed.
Has been revoked. What?
Oh shit! This was a fantastic session. Holy damn! So much.
Oh fuck! I just realized
So much
something.
RP. So much fucking courtroom drama. And then insurrection. Oh, here we go. Shit's popping off. What did you realize?
Oh, it's just rust is affecting one of the automaton things, and I might have a giant bag of rust in my
It may
pocket.
be rust. It may take
Maybe.
some time to. I mean, well, it's either you take some time to figure out what it does, or you just try things. Oh yeah.
I don't want to pull it out now, do I? My next goal, I was gonna identify it, but then I forgot because I was gonna identify one of the people, but we couldn't touch them. My brain is not good.
Okay. Well, fuck. Where do we go from here? It is at a time where not a lot of people are streaming right now. So let me observe.
In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. It was super fun.
I
very
enjoyed
much.
this quite a bit.
I was looking forward to this one.
Yeah, big same. And it's a shame fucking schedules did not allow Barnes to be here because I think there was so much meat on the bone for him. But
Well, there might be something up with Twitch because like everyone on my list has like no viewers.
some of these are a little bit more sparse. No, we got some. We got some here. Oh hey, let's send it maybe this way. It's gonna think the casual hero, but he has stepped away. Let's maybe send this over to Joe Fabulous. You know, some nice chill Mario Kart action. So yeah, let's do a little raid.
New tracks.
Joe Fabulous. So yes, thank you so much everyone for coming and hanging out for this. Yeah. God, yes, this gripping session of emotional revelations to friends and
Oh, 2 weeks.
tense, obviously courtroom dramas. Like this is the RP shit that I thrive in this. I live for the social RP and drama and facing off against these authority figures and
My favorite part was definitely Matthias coming to chat you up before the trial.
yeah, trying to grease the wheels a little bit. He's still such a mystery, but you know, now Brian knows a little bit more about him, speaking his tongue
Mm-hmm.
with his storm sorcery affinity.
All right.
Oh, that's
Not
fantastic.
worrisome at all.
Come check us out in 2 weeks. Saturday, same time for Storm Riders. Tomorrow we got level heads going.
Oh, Mondo
Yeah,
just
yeah,
showed
we
up.
do.
Yeah, so tomorrow level heads, and yeah, Mondo just showed up, and yeah, catch the VOD, and you'll see what happened. But yeah, 2 weeks from now, I believe you'll be around for that. So come back next time for more of this. Tomorrow, level heads. Next 2 weeks, Storm Riders, and we'll see you next time. Till then, stay easy.
Bye.